Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our virtual Sip and See. In 2020 fashion, we are doing our Sip and Sees virtually now, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get poured into tonight. You're not going to learn a lot about our products, and you're not going to hear some amazing testimonies. So we're going to get right to it because we want to be respectful of your time. And we are going to start with Miss Samantha. She's going to share her testimony with us. Go ahead, girl.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to do this. I'm so excited about it. So I am honestly maybe a little bit more of a newbie to Plexus as far as being excited about the products and what they're doing for me. And I just want to start out by saying a year ago, I was invited to a wellness party. Sorry, I'm a little stuck for words. And Caitlin was there, and I heard Caitlin's testimony, and my sponsor, Jess, was there. And I was amazed by what the products were doing for her and how excited she was. And Caitlin's story was amazing. And of course, I wanted to be a part of it. So I jumped on in, and I signed up that night as ambassador. And was so excited to get my products, but really when it came down to, I didn't really have the mindset yet. Like, I wasn't ready. I didn't know really what I was getting into. I didn't know if I was willing to change, like a huge lifestyle change as we know it all is. So I really didn't give the products a chance. I mean, I knew they worked and I heard amazing stories, but I just didn't give it a chance. And within 2 weeks, I gave up and stopped taking the products. And all my friends kind of laugh now because I tell them that I literally left the ProBio 5 bottle on my nightstand just to make me feel good. You know, I wasn't taking it, but it was sitting there and I would see it and it made me feel good. Like I was doing something. Every once in a while I'd pop one like it was going to do something for me. But anyway, I gave up and a year went on and the year got really ugly for me. It just, a lot was going on, a lot of just ugly things in general, losing family members, illnesses. My own health was not good. I deal with fibromyalgia. I deal with neuropathy pain that is terrible. My ankles swell unbelievably. I have terrible pain in the mornings in my feet. I was dealing with headaches. I can literally just terrible. Depression because of pain. It just wasn't a really good year for me. And when COVID hit and we had to deal with the stresses of teaching our kids from home and, not knowing if I had a job and all kinds of things added to all that. And my health continued to deteriorate and my mental health was even worse. And I get really emotional when I talk about this part because I didn't know what else to do and I was giving up. I really was giving up. In our life, like to feel bad all the time, we shouldn't. It's not normal. It is not normal to hurt all the time, to feel terrible about yourself. And I prayed a lot. And anyone who knows me, I am very faithful, and prayer is a huge part of my life. And, I even say this, even as Christians, the dark can still come in, the enemy can still creep in on us and sometimes make us feel like we have no hope, that, nothing is going to get better. But anyway, I was really, really bad this one day and I prayed and prayed and prayed. I needed an answer. I needed someone to help me. I needed something to help me. Someone to help me, and I couldn't live this way anymore, and I needed you to show me. And that's exactly what I did. I prayed about it. Later that evening, I always say I don't know what time or how long. It could have been 2 days later. I really don't know at this point. It was like God picked up that bottle of ProBio 5 and literally chucked it at my head because it was staring at me, and it was like, you know what? You have the answer. You have the answer sitting in front of you, and your person is Jessica, who talked to you a year ago about these products and what they have done for her life in the year. And so that was it. I called Jess. I said, I'm all in. I'm going back on. I was still, had my account all, I made sure my ambassador payment was up. My membership was up to date. And I just ordered my products. So I ordered my products. And when they came in, I was making sure this time that I was going to take them and I was going to be diligent about it. And I needed change, and this was the change I needed. My favorite part of my testimony is within 3 weeks of taking this product of Triplex is really what I was focusing on. I woke up one morning, did my routine, bathroom, went downstairs, made my coffee, and I had no pain in my feet for the first time in probably 7 years. And I just cried because it was the first time I had no pain in my feet. And the fact that I jumped out of bed and just went on with my day and didn't even realize it was crazy. So I knew then that was it, that I was going to, like, this was it. And I was going to share it with the world because it was a miracle. We talk about it being our unicorn juice and all this, like, it was literally a miracle that I no longer had this pain. I've been living with this pain for 7 years. Since then, it's been maybe 2.5 months now. And Caitlin can correct me. I've been faithful with my products. I take extra on top of it because I found out that, like, Vitobiome's really good for me, and Ease, which is my lifesaver now, and I take that for my inflammation that my autoimmune disease creates. I am now off of all medications. I was on 4 really nasty medications, one being Cymbalta that is extremely hard to detox off of. And I wasn't on Cymbalta for depression, but I was on it for neuropathy pain, apparently. And I just totally stopped taking it. And I can tell you, I tried to get off of it about 4 months ago, and I was sick. I was so sick. My body did not want it. Now, a month ago, I went off of it, and the only side effect I had from going off it, and I give the credit to Plexus for this as well, was feeling a little like my body was still behind me sometimes if I moved too quick. So I came off of a drug that they told me I would never be able to detox off of without some serious doctor insight. So I can't even rave about these products enough. They've changed my life. I now get up in the mornings and I run because I have so much energy. I don't know what to do with it. So I run, and I hate running. I hate running, and I'm running, and I'm working out with my girls. And now my daughters are taking the products and they're feeling better. And my husband is starting literally on Sunday. He's scheduled to start his regimen. So he's starting, and family members have come to me and asked me, and they're all starting because they see a change in me and they see how my life has changed because of these products. And it's an amazing thing. And I tell Caitlin this all the time. God gets all the glory and Plexus gets all the credit because, you know, he has literally paved the way for me. And this company has been amazing within showing me these amazing products and what they can do for us. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, girl. Ugh. Every time I hear this testimony, I talk to you daily and I still get like all the feels and all the goosebumps and all the emotions. So thank you so much for sharing. And the next testimony we are going to hear is from my amazing friend, Kathy. There you are. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, so I'm so excited that I get to share my story. My journey with Plexus began 2 years ago, but my story actually begins way before that. Most of my adult life, I suffered with anxiety, depression, insomnia, pain, inflammation, all of it. Really difficult. I was in ministry often, and I had to show up. So I had to often force myself to show up and just put on a happy face. And I got really good about that. I got pretty good about it. At home, it might be a different story, but I really got good about just putting on a happy face, serving in ministry, just thinking that this is the way God created me, my thorn in the flesh. It's what he's using to draw me closer. And he honestly did carry me through so much, and he continues to. And my credit always goes to him first. But about I was actually on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, sleeping pills, you name it, pain medication, all of it. I self-medicated because I didn't want to feel like me. I wanted to feel like anybody but me. I was not comfortable in my own skin ever. There was always this dark cloud, couldn't shake it, but there was no reason for it because I had an amazing support system, beautiful family, amazing friends, which made me feel even more guilty because I shouldn't be feeling like that. So I ended up going off all of the medication, resigning myself to the fact that this is just me. This is who I am. I just got to force myself to show up, and no quality of life, really. A lot of pretending going on. And then a few years ago, we had a house fire. We lost everything, and that was difficult. It was our home for over 20 years, a lot of memories there. And then about a year later, we lost all four of our parents. My husband and I lost all four of them within 18 months. That was really difficult for someone already struggling with all of the things I was struggling with. No coping skills, none of it. So it was really difficult. God carried me through every step of the way. And then 2 years ago, I noticed that on social media, there would be these pretty little pink drink, there would be pictures, and I'm like, they're pretty, like, what is that all about? But then I saw Erin Vasquez post about it, and I completely stopped in my tracks because she was never someone who really posted a lot. I trusted her. She liked healthy things, so I thought, I'm going to give this a shot. I want to feel better. I didn't research any of the products. I just thought, I'm going to trust a friend. We're going to do this together. I had a cabinet full of vitamins and supplements that didn't work, but I was always the first to run out and try something, thinking it would help me. Never did. Within the first week, actually the first 2 weeks of the triplex, which is what I started with, I noticed that my mood started to lift. I started to feel a little bit lighter. A month, 2 months in, I noticed the anxiety and depression were lifting, and I thought, what am I taking? What is this stuff? Like, I have to figure this out. Is this okay that I'm taking this? And then I realized through some research that there's a gut-brain connection. And I'm fascinated by it now at this point, because 2 years in and I am doing amazingly well. The anxiety, the depression, they're really non-existent. I'm just like overjoyed with it, and I just love my journey, and I'm going to continue on it, and I will never stop. But if I can share with anybody, I am here to listen, to share, to guide you to the right person. If someone invited you here, reach out to them, but I'll definitely share my testimony a little bit more with you. But that's about it for me.
Thank you, Kathy. Kathy has one of the biggest hearts that I have ever known in my entire life. So I'm just blessed to know her through that. And I love to see all the changes in this woman since she has started. It has been literally the biggest blessing ever. So my name is Caitlin Morlino. If you do not know me, and I'm going to go over our triplex tonight, which you've heard both of the girls mention. It is the core of our company. It really focuses on gut health because that's what we're all about, right? No band-aids in plexus. We want to work from the inside out. Our body deserves that, and I'm going to go over those with you. So this is our slim pink drink. This is that cute little drink that Kathy just showed you. This is a prebiotic powder. It balances your blood sugar. It curbs those nasty sugar cravings. Gives you balanced energy so you don't have those highs and lows throughout the day. Super simple. You rip it open, pour it in your water bottle, shake it up, and drink within 30 minutes. It's literally, like Sam was saying, this is like unicorn juice. Like I say, this is like mom fuel, unicorn juice, magic pink juice. This is our second one. This is our Slim HC. This is our hunger control. So if you're looking to really curb your cravings, or you feel like you're that person that might overeat a little bit or snack too much, this, or weight loss focused, this is going to probably be the Slim for you. This does not have any prebiotic fibers in it. This has a higher fiber count. Okay, this is polydextrose, and this kind of swells up in your belly and helps you to feel fuller longer so you do not overeat or over snack. The short little one, this kind of tastes like watermelon jelly rancher, and this one tastes like a pink lemonade. And then we have our amazing, wonderful ProBio 5. You take a probiotic, I'm super proud of you, but I'm willing to bet that it is not as tough as this guy. This guy is probiotic, and it also has antifungal in it. Why do we need an antifungal? Because if you've ever heard of Candida yeast, it's something that we are all born with a little bit in our gut, because when we die, that's what starts to decompose us from the inside out. The problem is with stress, environmental factors, pharmaceuticals, our food, it kind of starts to get overrun in our gut, right? It becomes rampant. It starts taking over our gut, and it's got a really hard, crunchy shell. Like if you think of like a cockroach, it's really hard and crunchy. So the probiotic itself cannot get inside to work on that yeast. It needs an antifungal to go in, work on that hard shell. Then the probiotic and the prebiotics can go in and start balancing our gut out. because when candida is rampant, that is when your hormone balance becomes all out of whack, right? Because insulin is our master hormone, which this guy's going to help to balance. And if candida is rampant, then the hormones that are in your gut, your serotonin levels, your insulin levels, all the things cannot be balanced, right? So this guy goes in, starts munching away on all that candida because we want to break that down. If you have crazy inflammation, if you have IBS, if you have allergies, if you have an autoimmune disease, it all starts in your gut. If you don't believe me, Google it. Gut health and what you're wondering. Does it help with migraines? Gut health and migraines. Gut health and IBS. Gut health and anything, acne. You will see the correlation between the gut and the brain is amazing. And if the gut is not balanced, then the rest of our systems start to struggle. This is our bio cleanse. Do not panic. It is not that type of cleanse. White Pants approved. I promise. My 3-year-old uses this, and actually my 7-month-old just started using this. It's that easy. It's that soft. This is magnesium and vitamin C. So many of our systems require magnesium to function properly. Vitamin C is always good for our immune support, right? So what this does is it goes into your digestive system and helps to pull all the water into your gut so you can dispose of everything that this is breaking down properly. Because if this is breaking down all the nasty stuff, we want to make sure that we're flushing it out properly, because then detox can get too bad. You will literally pretty much be toxic to yourself if you're not going to the bathroom. So if you're not going to the bathroom at least once or twice a day, very easily, we need to talk and you need this guy. So that is like a super quick overview of our triplex. And what I love, like I said in the beginning, is that we really focus on gut health, getting healthy from the core. Guys, this is not a quick fix. I will not lie to you. I will not tell you that it is. I will tell you that it works. I know that these products work. And I have testimony on testimony. I could go on for hours telling you how it has changed so many people's lives and what a tool it is for them to have hope again, right? So many of us struggle with so many common issues, and we start, just like Kathy and Samantha, start thinking that this is just the cards I was dealt. This is how I have to feel forever. I'm here to tell you it's not. If you are on here tonight and someone invited you, please do not go to bed without asking your questions. Let us help you get started. We even have a little something for you. So make sure you talk to your friend who invited you to this. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony, girls. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Please enjoy the rest of your Friday night.